everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to this episode of Style Makers for 2014. And so if you watched my last video, you saw my essentials video for 2014, all of the products that I think are essential for scrapbookers. And this time I'm showing you all of my favourite goodies. So I hope you have enjoyed everybody's videos and that you're going to have a look at all of their videos and seeing what their favourites are. And it's lots of fun just to see what other people like, because we are all different, and it's great to be able to, just have a look and see what is trending for different people right now. So the first thing that I love is ephemera packs. So for people who have watched my videos, you will know that I love to add lots of dimension and love to tuck bits and pieces underneath. So the ephemera packs and the die cut packs and all these little embellishment bits are my favourite thing for this year. So usually I just pop them while I'm using them in a little dish. This is a dish that my daughter bought for me, little owl, and I love it. It's a great size and they all fit in there. So they come like this in different varieties, and I just open them up and put them in there. So like I said, you can use these for lots of different techniques, and they are a wonderful thing to add some beautiful interest to a page. So the next thing that I have is my favourite one. I'm just putting that over there. One of my most favourite things is black ink, and I talked a little bit about that on my essentials as well. And I have a few different inks. They come in different brands. So this is a Mr. Huey's, and this is an Artist Acrylic ink, and a Dilutions from Ranger, and this one, which is the Winsor & Newton ink, Black Indian ink, is my most favourite. So this was something I found that I used in most layouts this year, and I love having a soft layout of soft pastels or bright colours, and then having the contrast of some black ink. So that's my favourite, and I think that's something that I have loved this year. So they are my favourite. Just having a look at my phone because my memory is not so great. And next up I've got enamel dots. Who does not love enamel dots? And I've just got some of these out of their packets. I don't care what brand they are. They are hard to come by in Australia, and they are not cheap. So a little packet like that is usually like $8.95 or $7.95 or something like that. So they are not cheap. So these ones I got on sale for $4, so that was a bargain. And there are all sorts of different types of enamel dots. These ones I got from Spotlight, and they were only about $4. They are see-through. There's some with hearts. Here's some with hexagon shapes from Prima, and so all different companies have them. Oh, a bow has snuck in. Just put that away. And there's also gemstones as well in all sorts of different colours, and the little pearls. So they're more dome shaped than the enamel dots, but they add a nice little splash of colour to a page that is almost finished but might need a little something. So they add a little splash of colour and also a little bit of dimension, and also maybe a different shape than the square things on your page. So they would be one of my favourite things for this year. And I just put them away. And what have I got next? Okay, paper pads. Favourite thing. Love, love, love my paper pads. Now I know that this is one of the products that is going to be a little bit hit and miss with people. Some people love them, some people hate them. I love them for the fact that I can get so many pieces of paper, patterned paper, for such a good price. Now The difference is that your traditional 12 by 12 scrapbook piece of paper, which is quite thick and lush and lovely and is double-sided, these are quite different. So these ones are single-sided and they are not as thick and lush as a single piece of paper, but to me, I don't care. So here, one piece of paper is, you know, roughly $1.59, and this the collection is open book, but this 12 by 12 pad was $20. So, you know, and I get 2 of every piece of paper. So to me, I don't mind that they're a little bit thinner. I figure they're going to go in a page protector anyway, and they are, you know, going to not be, they're not going to bend in the page protector, and they are going to hold themselves up. So to me, bargain basement, and that means that I can have a piece in a piece of paper of every single sheet that they put out. So I don't have to go and pick my favourite 5. I can use these, and because I know that these are so cheap, I will actually not worry about cutting into them and layering up and using them lots, whereas the other sheets I like to use a little bit more sparingly. And they still have the sheets in here, the cutter parts as well. So they have lots of patterns, and I just think they are wonderful. So I am a fan of the 12 by 12 paper pads. And collection packs. Okay, this is another one that you either love or you hate. Now, I was lucky enough to pick up this collection pack today in our Spotlight. Like I've said, our scrapbooking supplies here are dearer, and we can't always get our hands on them, but Spotlight have made a deal with American Crafts, and so we are getting American Crafts products as they are newer. They're hitting Australia quicker than a lot of the scrapbook stores can get hold of them, which is awesome for us. So the thing some people don't like about the collection packs is they feel that they have to buy every single thing like I did, and they don't want to. That is fine. You do not have to buy every single thing. So I got a bargain today. This was like $140 worth of product all up, and there were sales on, and I had a special coupon, and so it cost me $60 for everything that I bought. So that was a super bargain. So I was happy to have all the bits and pieces. So for me, one of my favourite essentials is all the bits and pieces, because, you know, cute bows, you know, gorgeous frames. Love the doilies. There's some brads, you know, I've got some rub-ons, and I've got some elements. I'm going to be creating till my heart is content, and some chipboard. So I love it. I don't have to buy them. I don't often feel that I have to buy them, but if it's a collection I love, then I would like to get, you know, a lot of the essentials, a lot of the items, and to me they are something that I love and makes scrapbooking so much easier. I think it just takes the guesswork out of what is going to coordinate with each other, and I love. So like I said, one of my favourite things is the manufacturers who make collections. If you feel I can resist, so I don't worry that they have everything, because if I don't want it, I can walk past it. But, you know, if I want it, it's there and I can get it. So I love that. So another one of my favourite things to use is the white cardstock. So this one here I got from Spotlight, and I think it was about $30 for 60 pieces. And as you can see, I have used most of it up. So I think I've got 2 pieces of white cardstock left. So that is something that I've loved to use this year, and have used it to a lot of white cardstock with patterned paper behind, and added all my bits and pieces to that. So I used to do a lot of scrapbooking just on the patterned paper, but now I love to use the white cardstock and add some mixed media or the bits and pieces to that. So that is one of my favourites for 2015. And just having a look. So another favourite is the 6x6 paper pad. So I love that the prints on the 6x6 paper pad have been shrunk down to suit that sizing. So therefore when you add layers to your layout, you don't have things that are really big. If I just grab this 12x12 and I will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So this one here for layering, the print is very big and that one is very small. So for layering, I still get to have the same pattern but in a smaller scale, and it works. So that is really big, and under a small photo might look overwhelming, but in a smaller scale it looks awesome. So that would be another favourite of mine for 2014 is the 6x6 paper pad, which here in Australia they are roughly about $10. And so this one has got 36 pieces, and so, you know, for $10 I am going to have a ball with that. And it often has the little cut apart pieces as well. So that is awesome. And just checking my phone. Alright, so another favourite things are paints, and I usually use acrylic paints. So I've just pulled out a couple of brands that I have. So we've got our Distress paints here from Tim Holtz, and it's got the little applicator on there so it comes out easily. And I've just got a 99-cent bottle from Spotlight and my Kaiser Craft tube. So they come in varying sizes and brands from cheap to, and this one's not cheap here. So this is $7.50 for a tiny little bottle like that compared to 99 cents. So the applicator's awesome, and I love the way they work on a page. So I like these better, but depending on what I'm wanting it for, I don't mind the cheap stuff. So what I will do with these is use them for you know, going straight onto my page, so making some splashes of colour, or painting a stamp and putting some paint on there that way, or instead of buying things like this, the ink sprays, and using that to add some drops of paint or colour on my page, I will actually use these and water them down. So, you know, if you are on a tight budget and you don't want to have to pay, you know, $10 here for a bottle of spray ink, and you would like more colours, then, you know, you are able to mix up some acrylic paint with water, that bottle, the Essentials bottle, squirt it, mix it up and flick it on with a paintbrush, and you know, that is awesome. So you are able to do that. So let's have a look. So the next one is spray mists. So there are all sorts of different varieties. So I've got a Dilutions here and a Heidi Swap. I've got the Tattered Angels chalkboard mists, and I've got the normal glimmer mists, and I've got the Prima Colour Bloom, and they all pretty much do, you know, a similar thing. Some of them of course have a shine in them or a little bit of sparkle. I love this one. It's a plain pearl colour, so it's clear but puts a little bit of sheen onto a page. And basically these are awesome. So these are great for spraying onto a page directly with a stencil and getting a shape, or they're great for splattering. So you just pull out the tube there and flick it onto your page, or do what I do and put a little paintbrush straight into the bottle, let it soak in and flick it that way. And so they are good for adding colour, for adding some sheen and some shine, and just adding another little bit of visual interest to your page. And I think I've only got one more, so I'm just checking, or two more. So this tool, the Quick Stick, the Picker Upper, it says. So basically it's got some sticky, which is dried up a little bit on one end, and you twist that out a little bit, and some of the sticky gluey stuff comes out the end, and anything that you have that is really tiny, so little sequins and things, you can pick them up with that sticky side. This is the poker tool that comes with it, so you can pick something up and poke it off with the little tool that goes in the end. So that is a fun little what is it called? A fun little tool that I have enjoyed using this year. And the last thing, which I forgot to bring out, and I'm just going to pull it over, that's out of the packaging, and I have another one over here. And so this was an Amy Tangerine one, but I love the thickers that are in this beautiful scripted font. I love them. They are great for people like me who can never come up with a heading on my layout, or I can never quite find a place for them, or I don't really like the thickers. And thickers here are really expensive, so they're like $8.99 a packet, and so I love these, that they are loaded up with words, and you just pull them off and stick them onto your page. So I think they are something that I have really enjoyed using this year if I can get my hands on them. So the beautiful ones that Amy Tangerine first came out with didn't even make it to Australia, so I couldn't get those. But this year I've joined a kit club, and so I am very lucky that some of these beautiful current things have been a part of the kit, and so I've been able to use them. So that is my Style Makers favourites for 2014. They're the things that my go-to products, or the things that I use quite often in my layouts. And yeah, so they're the things that I've used, and you know, you might find that you use these products as well, and they might be your favourites, or like the 12 by 12 paper pad, you might find you don't like them at all. So we are all different and have different likes and dislikes, and so that's why it's great to have a variety of things for a variety of different people. So thank you for joining me today, and like I said in my last video, I would love for you to leave a comment and let me know what your favourite product or favourite scrapbooking thing is for 2014. I would love to hear what you have to say, and I appreciate you watching today, and I will see you next time. Bye!